It's been about a week since I got the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s in the stew. And when I made my initial video, I was telling y'all not to buy these. And I still stand firm on that 10 toes, not gonna lie. But my perception has shifted a little bit, because as I have these in the stew and I've been marinating on them, they actually not that bad, bro. I kinda grew to like these more than I thought I would. So in this video, we are gonna do a full detailed review on this pair, throw them on feet, show y'all every little nook and cranny when it comes to the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s. At this point, these are gonna be releasing in a few days, and I decided to do a little detailed look at this pair so y'all can make your final decision by the end of this video. Let me know in the comments if y'all are gonna be trying to go for these, or is it gonna be one of those pairs that you let slip through the cracks? Being that there's so many different releases coming out every day, it feels like, I don't know if this is gonna be one of those pairs that people put their focus on this month, but it shouldn't take away from how fire these are. So let's go ahead and get into it. If y'all do end up enjoying, make sure you leave a like on this video down below. 400 likes is the goal for this one. And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. If you do end up subscribing, let me know you're new in the comments so I can welcome y'all the proper way. But let's get into the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s. If y'all don't know, these originally released in 2015, and they were actually inspired by a dunk Jordan did back in 1985 after his rookie year. Jordan was going so crazy that he dunked and ended up shattering the backboard. And this colorway has nothing to do with Jordan's team at the time. It's almost just paying homage to the colors he was wearing when he broke the backboard. Crazy part is the story behind this shoe isn't even the reason why it's so popular. The reason why we grew to love the Shattered Backboard so much is because in 2015, Jordan Brand did something spicy. With the Shattered Backboards, they decided to throw the best possible materials on them. The leather was hella tumbled. This was tumbled on the side. They just look insane compared to the majority of the other Jordan 1s, especially releasing at the time. So when I got these in hand in my first look, I low-key was shitting on them because I was basing it off the fact that these are supposed to be the best quality possible. But in retrospect, after I ended up posting that video and I low-key just have these sitting in my room, I come through time and time again and just look at them and I'm like, damn bro, they low-key really not that bad. Like the leather's hella tumbled and it's not like a fake tumble. These are actually pretty smooth to the touch. Even the sides have like those wrinkles, which adds a little more character to the leather. You guys can tell that this isn't just your traditional Jordan 1. They damn near did put a little more tender love and care when it comes to this pair. Slight bars, but the tumbledness follows all the way throughout the ankles and the heel of the shoe, which is not typical with these Jordan 1s. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We typically get a little bit of tumbledness right here. This panel be looking crazy. You do get some tumbled on the back, but with this pair, at least in my particular case, I got pretty decent quality. That still doesn't take away from the fact that I think y'all shouldn't buy these on release date. The reason I keep saying that shit is because this pair is more than likely gonna go on sale. If it follows the trends of the other Jordan 1s we've been seeing this year, it just wouldn't make sense for these to sell out unless they were hella limited, which I don't see happening if I'm being honest. We see what they do with these Jordan 1s. They damn near spam quantity because they know that eventually they gonna go. But as of late, it just hasn't been the case, bro. If you look at the UNCs, those are going for the low. The black toes are going for the low. Even Union Jordan 1s, which would have gone for way more in the past, aren't even doing what they should be doing at this very point, because those are Chicago's at the end of the day. But that's pretty much the reason why I feel like these are gonna end up sitting on shelves. And even if they do end up selling out eventually, it's gonna be one of those that you will have the opportunity to get if you don't become impatient or have FOMO. At the end of the day, y'all do what you want with your money. I just gotta make sure I put this disclaimer in because I don't want y'all to not buy them and then be tight at me and come back over here to the comments, because I will flame your ass, bro. My filter has been gone for a minute. You talk some shit, you gonna receive some shit back. That's just how we come in, because it's hilarious to me at this point. These are still clean, bro. I always make sure I emphasize the fact that I do enjoy these sneakers. I just want y'all to save some money if that's the the case, but if a shoe is gonna sell out, I'll make sure I let y'all know that as well. I just don't see it happening with this pair. At this point, I'm yapping a little more than I would like, so let's go ahead and get into the details for the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s, starting with the outsole, where obviously we have that orange starfish colorway. You have that Nike in the middle. Moving on to the midsole, we do get kind of like this off-white light sail on the midsole, low-key what they should have done with the UNCs. On this pair, we have the black around the toe box, and on the center, we get that orange, which is actually super tumbled on this pair. If you take a close look at the orange, it's almost like a muted tone. You could definitely see the difference when they put the laces next to the toe box. It's a completely different tone, which honestly makes no sense. At this point, they should have just gave us sail laces, because I feel like those would set these off, if I'm being honest. Let me know how y'all feel about these on foot. I feel like it's gonna be one of those pairs that either you love or you hate, and I can't blame you, bro, because an orange shoe is something a little too loud, almost for me, bro. Like, this is my first orange sneaker in a minute, and I honestly don't know how much wear these will get. They don't look terrible, but it's just something out of my comfort zone, if I'm being honest. And these orange laces are pissing me off, bro. Like, why is it a different tone than the actual shoe? Like, y'all could have at least color matched that shit, or just gave us some sail laces. Let's move on to the upper of the shoe. We do have more black on the tongue. Moving on to the mid panel, we get this sail behind the Nike swoosh, which is in black, and then towards the heel and ankle of the shoe, you get that same orange tumbled leather all the way throughout. If you take a closer look at the sail, it actually does have some smoothness to it, so the materials on this pair could genuinely be better than other Jordan 1s, but the way that they made it seem on the 2015 pair is almost like the tippity top, like the peak of quality, and that's not what I felt when I felt these. But at this point, I might be overstimulated. I've been seeing too many Jordan 1s for me to differentiate a softer leather compared to the other one, you feel me? Especially if I never had them in my hand personally. From the images, them shits look like they were made in Italy. These shits look like they were made in China. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but they look good. It's just what it is. These have a black tongue with the orange and white Nike tab. The insole probably is one of my favorite parts on this shoe. You can see how they captured the shattered backboard on the insole. That's actually pretty sick in my opinion. Sock liner on these is black, and you do have like that satin feel on the inside of the tongue. Overall, it's a solid sneaker, and I can see why people like these. I just want to see what they look like on feet personally. That's gonna be my determining factor on whether or not I need to keep these in my collection. It is a little bit different compared to other shoes that I have, specifically other Jordan 1s, because like I said previously, I don't typically buy orange shoes, but if I could fit these in the rotation and end up wearing them, I could see myself throwing a fit together with them, you know, like it's not too bad. But these days, I don't wear my whole collection, so it's one of those things, like if these aren't gonna get wear, they gonna have to go. It's just what it is, bro. Another fire touch when it came to these was the box, bro. They definitely went over the top with the shattered backboard theme. You can see the shattered glass with the orange Nike logo, and right here we do have the size tag, obviously size 10. Color code on these is black, sail, and starfish. Initially, it seemed like more of a white tone, especially compared to the 2015 pair, but then again, we gotta also think about the fact that those have been around for 10 years at this point, so they probably are a little bit more oxidized than this new fresh pair. So like I said previously, when I do the first look, I deadass open the box, I'm like, damn, these look alright, you feel me? They not the best, but they cool. When I let the sneakers marinate and they sitting in my room and I kind of just look at them time and time again, I'm like, bro, these actually are not that bad. I was deadass shitting on them for no reason. Box is cool though. We don't really wear the box, so it doesn't matter, but the kicks are alright. Let me know in the comments if y'all are gonna be going for these on Saturday, August 23rd. Retail is gonna be $185, and if I'm being completely honest, I think resale might be below that at this point. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, which y'all are gonna do that anyways. All I know is that this pair is clean, but if it were up to me, I would have released these a little closer to Halloween, because like, bro, what? It don't even make no sense. Middle of summer, we dropping an orange shoe when Halloween is around the block. Hey, I'm not the one making these decisions. I feel like they would have done better a little further, you feel me? A little further. We got a lot of heat releasing as well, bro. Like Awake New York 5s just dropped. Those got the streets in a chokehold. We just had Nigel Jordan 1s drop. Those went crazy too. So it's like, am I gonna buy these, or am I just gonna try to circle the block on one of those other pairs? That's for y'all to answer in the comments. And also let me know what was your last pickup y'all had. I'm still waiting on undefeateds, and I really hope my shits don't come over here with some lumpy shit, bro, because I'm really gonna be sick. And after I posted that video, there was actually a lot of people people commenting saying that they got up pairs. So now I'm dead ass sweating in the back of my neck, bro. Like, shit is crazy. I really hope my shit's just come smooth, bro. Like, real smooth. I don't need no defects. But Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s around the block, it's one of those pairs that I think is solid, bro. That's my final verdict. They cool. Do you need them? That's a decision you're gonna have to make yourself. Low-key, open your pocket and have a conversation with that. I'm not even trying to convince y'all to make a decision that y'all might regret, bro. Do you? I'm just letting you know where I stand with them. I think they might sit. They could also not sit. We gonna have to just see what happens come Saturday. One final on foot look for y'all, so y'all can make your final verdict. If I were to rate these out of 10, I might fuck around and say it's like a 8 out of 10. Quality, 9 out of 10. It's really not that bad, but maybe I'm just hating because I'm not really the biggest fan of orange. But these concluded, bro. More early heat on the way. Always. We got the Jordan 4 Cave Stone in a box, and I haven't even been able to open them. I've been just focused on other things, bro. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whenever you're watching. Leave a like on this video if y'all did enjoy. 400 likes is the goal. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel down below. And if you do end up subbing up, let me know you're new so I could welcome y'all to the family the proper way. But all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on one of these 2 videos, bro. That's what YouTube's recommending you to watch based on your previous history. Kind of weird, I know, but they watching what you watching, bro. So hey, stop. Hey. One of these 2 videos, if y'all enjoyed, make sure y'all subscribe. Let me know you're new so I could welcome y'all. And if you're watching this far into the video, let me know where you're watching from. It's kind of a new thing that I'm enjoying recently, because ever since somebody said they watching from Singapore, bro, it kind of got me intrigued. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.